Good morning from the EPCOT Flower Garden Festival, Part 2. So in this episode we're going to be doing the right side of EPCOT. So the land and the seas and imagination and that half of the World Showcase. So let's check out some food and some topiaries.
Let's go.
Okay, first booth for today is the Citrus Blossom toward the front of the World Showcase booths. And this is the Meyer Lemon Poached Lobster Salad with grapefruit rosé vinaigrette, yuzu marinated hearts of palm, and avocado yuzu panna cotta. So let's give this a try. I'll go for the lobster first. Very citrusy. Pretty good. Nothing too fancy about it, just pretty simple piece of lobster. Pretty large pieces of lobster too.
What was that?
Have a wonderful day like today.
I didn't put any of that on the lobster.
I think it's just like straight lemon.
Wow.
Yeah, the dollops on the side are like straight lemon. I think this is the avocado panna cotta.
Where?
They're like,
Just like in life.
Oh.
that's interesting.
Tomorrow,
That is weird.
and we know eventually
It tries to be dessert, but then it's avocado.
tomorrow.
It's like an avocado yogurt. I don't know. That's odd.
It starts weird and then the finish is okay.
Yeah.
We're now listening to Tomorrow from Annie.
Yes. We have the piano player in here entertaining us.
Is this
Today?
what is this?
A chip?
I was gonna say it looked like a chip, but then you didn't list that.
I don't know. Yeah. These dollops are very, very tart.
It's potent stuff.
Very much so.
What are these?
Hearts of palm?
Oh. Do I like those?
Everything's very citrusy, which makes sense being the citrus blossom.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there's
a lot going on. And every single bite, it's kind of like,
It's a very complex flavors on a plate. Just, yeah, like I said, a lot going on texture-wise, flavor-wise. Citrus is kind of what's tying it all together, but
then there's cucumbers?
yeah, this is
Did you talk about cucumbers?
wasn't mentioned. So this one was, I think, $8.25 or something like that. So it is on the more expensive side because of the lobster, but you get some decent pieces of lobster. Would I rush to get it again? Probably not, but I would get it again.
I love cucumber, but that's like, that and the lobster pieces are kind of my favorite things on the plate because everything else has just been
Bizarre. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, so we're gonna keep eating this, and then on to our next dish from the same booth. Next up, from the same booth, the Citrus Blossom, we have the Citrus Shortcake, which is an orange chiffon cake, lemon curd, mandarins, whipped cream, and citrus crumble. Looks very pretty. The flower is very nice, very colorful. So let's give this a try. Much better with the curd. The cake itself is pretty dry, but the curd helps that quite a bit. The whipped cream is nice.
The booth itself seemed to be having some troubles.
Yeah.
The line was super backed up and they didn't have the smoothie to go in the orange bird zipper.
Yeah, it's
So-
very busy today though, so that could be part of it too. I do like the crunch. It just tastes like shortbread cookies crumbled up next to it.
Right.
But yeah, it's good. I mean, I do like the lemon curd. So, and it is very citrusy, refreshing, not too heavy of a dessert. So yeah, I think I can get this again. This one was $4.50.
I don't think I'd get this again.
Really?
No.
I like this better than other desserts we've had so far here.
I'd rather get the cinnamon roll bites.
True. Yeah.
I'm just basing it off of that, or even just in Epcot there are so many different desserts and everything.
Yeah, it's definitely not the top of my list, but it's not the bottom for sure.
Okay. I will agree with that.
Yeah, but overall pretty good. And then I also got from the same booth a beer. So this is the Isla Mirada Beer Company Coconut Key Lime Ale. So I'm gonna give this a try.
Each day of sunset will have generations and generations keep the beauty continuing.
Pretty strong coconut flavor, which is surprising. I thought they were going to go harder with the lime, being the citrus blossom, but it is pretty good. Very refreshing. Not too heavy. It is a light beer. So yeah, we'll get that again. All the beers here are the 6 ounces are the $4.50 and 12 ounces I think are $8.50 or $9, something like that.
I don't pay attention because I don't drink the beer.
I've just been going with the smaller one, so $4.50 for a little sample of beer. I think that's a pretty good price. So we'll keep eating this and move on to our next booth. Okay, and from the Fleur de Lis booth in the France Pavilion, we have the r.ross slushy, which is Grey Goose vodka and some white and red cranberry juices. So how is that?
I'm living my basic Disney girl dream life.
Yes, it is very good, very refreshing. The frozen aspect of it is very nice for today.
I feel like I need to hold it and take tons of pictures in my left hand so you can see my engagement ring and just be like Disney and we're engaged.
This is true. Yeah,
But I'm a righty, so for now.
Very, very good. Would definitely get that again. It is on the more expensive side. It is $12.50, but it is very big too. I mean, decent size for what you're paying for.
And on a hot day like today,
Much needed. The frozen is very nice today. Also from the France booth, we got the beignet, which is a fairly large beignet stuffed with custard. So let's give this a try. Very good. It's pretty simple donut type of feeling to it. There's like some caramelized sugar on top, which is nice. Gives a nice crunch to it. And then the custard gives it just very, very layered texture approach here. With the crunch on top, the soft doughiness of the beignet, and then the creaminess of the custard. So very nice overall dish. Again, fairly cheap. Nice little dessert option, and very large for the size. Or
definitely
large for the price.
shareable.
Yeah, definitely shareable. So keep eating this, and we'll go on to our next booth. Next up, we have from the Hanami booth in the Japan Pavilion, the shrimp and crab, which is essentially like a sushi minus the rice, served on top of some cucumbers. Let's give this one a try. It's pretty much that.
Really nothing to disagree with.
Yeah, pretty much sushi minus the rice and all the fillings. So this is $6.50 for 3 kind of globs of meat, which is kind of a good deal when you think about it. For you're gonna pay about that much for sushi and all the rice and fillings. So
What are the sauces?
it's not too bad. I got something that was very spicy. I don't know if it was it might have been the sauce green on top.
Not purple.
And it's also very cute, shaped like a little Mickey on the plate.
Yes.
So that's nice and fun. What was the purple sauce?
Yeah, that's what I was asking you. I don't think that's spicy stuff, is it?
No. I don't know. Might be the green. Maybe it's like wasabi. I don't know. But overall, I would get this again for sure.
It's good.
It is cold. It's like sushi would be. But nice and refreshing. Not too big. Again, and we've been saying easily shareable all day, but something that could easily be alone or shared, I would say. So, yeah, we'll keep eating and on to the next booth. Okay, next booth is from Isla Fresca. We have the sugarcane shrimp skewer, which looks very good. So I'm excited for this one. So let's give this one a try. It's pretty good. I'm not sure what the sauce is on it,
It has some good flavor.
but yeah. It is a coconut lime sauce. I don't really get that. Maybe the coconut. I'm not really getting lime at all. It is good though. It's a thicker sauce. It's like a gravy in a way, but overall pretty good. And then we also got the tropical freeze, the alcoholic version with Parrot Bay coconut rum.
It's smaller than I expected.
It is small. This is $10 for this little thing. It does look very good though with the fruit on top. So let's give this a try.
The rice looks like white rice with the shrimp, by the way, but it has some good flavor.
Oh, got a little rice with it. That's pretty good. Very fruity, very refreshing.
And you can tell yourself it's a fruit salad.
Yeah, it's healthy.
As Lizzo would call it, it's nature's cereal.
Yeah, pretty good. Overall, I think this is a good booth. This was also the booth that had one of the desserts that we heard not too great things about. So it was like a passion fruit, it's like a trifle looking cup thing. But so didn't try that this time, but
Maybe next time.
maybe next time.
We'll see.
Yeah, but these two items were very good. Also, pro tip: there are always tables available in Morocco, and there's tons back here. So we found an actual table. There's nobody around us. The only table in this little area. So
Lots of people walking by, but
yeah, but if you want to sit down and get in the shade for a little bit, this is the place to go. Okay, so we are back in the car after our second day at the Flower and Garden Festival here at EPCOT. So time for our best of the fest. So, for our entrees, what would be your pick if you had to pick one or two?
well, I think the best hands down for us were the shrimp and grits and the crawfish etouffee.
Yeah, I would put the shrimp and grits as number one, etouffee is number two, and then number three for me would be the shrimp and crab from Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a pretty good meal, pretty good price. That one was $6.50. That was the cheapest one we got. Anything you would skip in our entrees that we got?
I mean, yeah, like the other ones.
Yeah, I would for sure skip the lobster salad.
Mm-hmm.
Too expensive for what it was, and it just was a weird mix of flavors happening.
Well, the green tomatoes, the fried green tomatoes and blue crab.
It was okay, nothing special.
There was a lot going on. I didn't vibe with it.
Yeah, that's true. And then for our dessert, I think we both agree on this one, what our favorite one was. Am I correct in that?
Well, it's hard because it's like, I also really like the beignet, and I also really like the funnel cake.
Yeah, the desserts had a lot going for it. I would say number one for me, all things considered, flavor, price, everything, would be the fried cinnamon roll bites.
Right, those were really good.
Those were very good. Well worth the, just $4.50, whatever it was, for those. And then, yeah, I would recommend the beignet as well, and the funnel cake for sure. Funnel cake was $8.50, so a little more expensive, but definitely worth it. Definitely get that one. As far as ones to skip, honestly, the cheesecake.
Other ones.
I was very disappointed by the cheesecake.
I thought the cheesecake was fine. I didn't like the citrus blossom cake we had today.
Yeah.
It was dry. It wasn't very flavorful. I just didn't like it very much.
Yeah, I feel like if they had more of the lemon curd and cream, it would have been better, but there wasn't enough of that to account for the dryness of the cake.
And sure. I love fruity desserts, so for me I was like, oh wow, this sounds really good, and then it was a big disappointment.
Yeah. And then as far as drinks go, we got two, kind of three of the beer, but the beer would be if you like beer, try it. If not, then don't. But between our other two, the Vion Rose and the Fleur-de-Lis Pavilion in France, or the Tropical Freeze.
Well, I think that's an easy choice.
Yeah, the one in France, hands down. It was bigger, so better value for the price. It was very refreshing. It was just a great drink. They always have it here, different flavors. They change it out quite a bit, but definitely recommend getting that one if you're a fan of cranberry juice. So
it was good.
Yeah.
The Tropical Freeze was like, oh, it's piddly.
Yeah, it was good, but it was way too small for being $10. So probably wouldn't get that one again, but it was still good. But yeah, I think that will do it for us for our little peek at the Flower and Garden food offerings. Next week, we'll talk about the other offerings here at Flower Garden, so everything except for the food and topiaries. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
See you real soon.